Good morning, everyone! Hindi ko mabuhay na yun.
Nadain ko kay Samok, basta, murag, pilar man kabuk ni Laki, ani?
Aman ka dapat. Ano sa? Ano ko nakita ba yung gano'n? Anong people branch? Balugan branch. Ano sa? Ay, mag-usap kayo na yung kitain. Hello! Dali na ka, dali. Kani, ano ba?
Try. Betul isa. Tanong ako na kay Kapit. Try. Dali isa, try. Saan ako pag mag-set ko ba kami attendance?
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, medyo na-delay no. So, kuan lang, ma'am, sir, kay since ang ato amang kung Zoom account is limited sa 100 participants lang, please kung click kaning sa chat box na to, na makita ninyo diana ang kaning YouTube account. So, katong mga dili makasulod, if pwede, i-click na lang ni siya nga link. Pa-share na lang po siguro sa katong mga officers and volunteers makauban ninyo para makita po nila ni ang ato ang activity. Sa attendance, ma'am sir, i-restart lang siguro inyong kuan or ano lang balik kay ma-access man siya. Napod sa attendance na to form ang platform used to na Zoom or na kung YouTube sila naminaw, YouTube ang ilang i-click. So while waiting, no, time check, it's 9:10 in the morning.
Nag-off mic.
Sila may nag-off. Na-mute na.
Okay, so good morning once again. Sorry to keep you waiting, mga ma'am and sir. So na lang tayo mga technical ko ano. So again, ikuan lang namo nga since limited lang ang ato ang Zoom account na Zoom nga mga participants, naigi-send si Joanne sa email address sa branch and sa managers sa YouTube nga link na to para katong mga dili kasulod still maka-join sila sa tua. Okay po, so in a few minutes mag-start na din ta. So, So, maayong buntag sa tanan. So, we will start na our webinar for this morning. So, some house rules lang siguro, no? Please turn off your microphone or mga mic ninyo para dili siya maka-disturb sa atong speaker later. And then, kato na yung kung naamo sa branch, please use one account only para ang other gustong musulod, maka-join pa sila. Questions will be entertained after sa talk sa atong speaker. Please raise your hand and please wait to be acknowledged before mo istorya. And then, kung naman mga questions nga dili makapaabot later, pwede ninyo at ibutang or chat sa atong chat box. We'll also be sharing later on ang link for katong mga gusto mo avail or mo kuan sa to ang stress debriefing. Okay, so Jo, are we set? So maayong buntag sa ato ang mga Ficco officers and volunteers, and welcome on today's webinar on mental health and awareness. To begin with, may I request everyone to please bow down our heads for the prayer and to be followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the recitation of the Cooperative Pledge and the Ficco's mission and vision.
Our gracious God, whom we call Abba, Father, Allah, Magbabaya, Bathala, and many other names, we acknowledge the greatness and kindness you have faithfully shown us. We thank you for entrusting to us, members and leaders, this honor of serving you and your people through the cooperative. We pray for you to touch our hearts, to be filled with compassion, to serve joyfully and selflessly in the spirit of volunteerism. Grant us the humility and wisdom to learn from each other and break any wall that may try to divide us as we work to carry out our mission together in love, patience, and unity. Transform and bless the cooperative movement to be your instrument for nation building. We offer to you our cooperative endeavors through our continuing collective efforts to glorify your name and ask you to bless the rest of our day and our activities. To you alone, our one God, we offer our praises and prayers. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Please raise your right hand and together we will recite the cooperative pledge. As a Filipino, I am and I believe in the cooperative. Alone I am weak, but with others I am strong. So I commit myself to work, to cooperate, for all to be prosperous. Harmony, industry, I will value. Cooperative affairs, I will attend. Responsibilities, I will assume. The cooperative philosophy, I will live. one vision, one belief, one feeling. In cooperativism, my life I pledge, so help me God. So we will recite the vision, mission, and the Ficco cooperative values. Vision. Ficco shall become known as the pro-people enterprise, oriented investment center, fully living its triple personality destiny. As a cooperative, incessantly outreaching to the outside world to empower small people who are not yet Ficco members. As a business enterprise, managed professionally, comparable with private industry counterparts. As a development catalyst, continuous capacity building of its members and upgrading its officers, volunteers, management, and staff. Mission. Our reason for being is to uplift the standard of living and quality of life cooperative members. FICO cooperative values. We practice good governance. We provide quality service. We advocate volunteerism. We uphold accountability. Commitment to cooperation is a way of life. Good morning.
So, once again, good morning. Mayong buntag sa tanan.
Ay, buntag.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so sorry to keep you waiting. Technical problems, ma'am, sir. So, mag-start na kita sa ato ang session proper. So, this is a very timely webinar, no? Kay this includes topics such as addressing concerns of one's well-being and managing stress and anxiety in this time of pandemic. So, to give us a short message, please help me welcome one of FICO's Board of Directors and the Gender and Development Committee Chairperson. A virtual round of applause, please, for Director Mary Jane Kachoff. Ma'am Jane?
Yes, King. Nanaghan namin dito.
Bigo daan ko kay init ka. Tidora ka? Tidora ka maligo? Tawad balik ka gamay ra ba tubig dito? Tagdi sa nibi dala dito. Waswasi. Adto na lang. Adto na.
Kami sa tabo.
Dapat pa ang mental branch. Naka Lo. Lo.
So, pasensya kaayo mga participants, medyo nawala sa area ang ato ang si Director Cachono, so later na lang siya maghatag sa iyang talk. So, we'll proceed na lang sa ato ang session proper, webinar proper. So, at this juncture, I would like to introduce today's speaker. She is a BS in Psychology graduate from Xavier University. She finished her Master of Arts in Education, major in Guidance and Counseling from Xavier University, Allied Health and Sciences Guidance Counselor at Liceo de Cagayan University, and a proud Ficco volunteer for 16 years. So without further ado, please help me welcome Ms. Rosalie Ferreira Falls, RGC RPM MAED GC. A virtual round of applause, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, everybody. Good morning, our
Morning.
FICO family, to the board of directors, to the volunteers, to those who are in the different offices of FICO, no? World nationwide, as they would have to say it. Pa. So good morning, and I hope you're all well. We are actually having technical difficulties, and this is a challenge of online sessions, no? Unlike in our usual face-to-face encounter. Even to those students that we have who are in school, this is also one of the challenges that they're going to go through. I believe if you have kids in your area who are into online classes, this is what they're also experiencing one way or the other when they are having their sessions in the online class. The same way with us who are actually attending the webinars, no, or sessions like this one. So I hope you're all well wherever you are. And today I will be speaking to you on the taking care of your well-being. No, it's on mental wellness, which would include also on stress management and also on anxiety. No, how to manage it though. But I will be digging deeper on how you will take good care of yourself. No, as a person, as a family person, in all aspects of life, or as a worker also. Okay, so I'll be starting my sharing. But before that, I'd like to ask, how are you? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you just raise your hand in that area? That would mean that you can hear me. Okay, you can have, okay, thank you, Ma'am Lorna. And because you can hear me, very good. I like it. Salamat kayo. Because I'm also having my unstable signal at some point, but however, I'm glad that I can hear you. You can hear me. Hello from Tigos, hello from Butuan, hello from Makati, no, to Trento and to Mental. Hello, Davao people. Okay, you are having your coffee there. I can see you with all your coffee. Hingoog, Alubihid, Iligan, Quezon. Hi from Quezon City. And of course, Kabadbaran, Salay, Siargaos, and everyone. I'm recognizing everyone because this is what the culture of Pico, especially with EDCOM volunteers, no? We recognize people from all branches because that means when you are there, you're taking time to be with us, no? So from San Francisco, from Salay branch, from Quezon, Bukidnon, and I mean, oh yeah, Gindulman, that's Bohol, no? And from Siargao, oh, you're serving there. Pagadian, Balingasag, Danau, hi, and Digos, and Claveria, and everyone else. No, hi, from Chano, hi, sir. Hi, from Carmen, my home branch, Puerto, and napabako. From Mandaue, from Cugon, and I think everyone else have their main campus, main office that we have. And Cebu, I think, or Aglayan, okay, Bacoor. So that's from the Cagayan de Oro branch to the extension branches that we have, no? Misamis Oriental to Davao to what's that? Caraga, no? In all aspects of that. So Mindanao and worldwide. Kasi wala siya worldwide, no? So okay. Kumusta tang tanan? How are we? How are we right now? Kumusta mo? Kumusta ko? Have we checked on ourselves? So with that, I will be sharing to you my screen. so that we will I'd like to ask Kay to have me as co-host for me to be able to share my screen. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So I'd like to ask Miss Sherry Jade, kumusta ka? How are you, Miss Sherry? You
I'm
can
good,
unmute yourself while
ma'am.
Miss Kay is trying to.
And
That's very
I
good. You're
really
so beautiful
appreciate
in
your
there. Okay, thank you.
presence.
You're good and
Ma'am,
safe and
lisayan
sound.
pod ko. Kaila ko sa imo.
Ay! Oh,
Ma'am
I'm glad to see you
Raffles.
here. Online lang noon, no?
Yes.
Hi, Kay. I'm Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to have seen you. Okay, keep safe there. Okay. I'd like to ask from Libertad, how are you doing there? Or I hope to see the Libertad people in the Philippines. Okay.
Okay naman, ma.
How are the people in Libertad doing? Okay, sa akin loading daw ko. So Zoom is not responding to me. So in a while. Okay. Hi once again. Sorry because nag-loading ang signal. I think I'm booted out, but I'll be sharing to you my screen now. Okay. Ayan. I hope you can see it. Okay, I'll be sharing. Hi, Mental Branch. Can we wave there? Hello there. Ayan, you're also in, no? And you're into social distancing there. Okay, so this is me right now, no? It's taking care of my well-being in times of uncertainty. At this point of time, we are in the confines of our home. We cannot just go around, no? Except, of course, for those who are allowed to go out, but with limitation, no? With restrictions. That's why we hope that after this pandemic, we can just roam around as freely as can be to places where we wanted to be. At this point of time, we have to learn to keep still, to wait, to stay safe, and most of all, to take good care of ourselves, no? And while we're taking good care of ourselves, we will nourish ourselves not just physically, but also in terms of psychological aspect or spiritual aspect in all aspects. That's why at this, I thank Fico also for taking that time for going through this kind of topic, no? You're all together in there. Okay, so I have the colorful hearts in here, no? So I'd like to ask you, kumusta ko? Now, if you are all together there in one area, you will have to, okay, I'll let you answer, no? Choose your color of kumusta ko. If you say you're green, maayo ka ayong akong pamati karon, no? If you say blue, okay ang akong pamati karon. If yellow, naglisod ko karon pero okay lang gihapon ko, okay? If purple, ako naglisod o ganahan ko nga naay makaistorya. And then red, ako naglisod og maayo karon, okay? Which means I am in difficulty right now, okay? So I might need help. That's why it's red, not because that means you need to be loved more, okay? Now, of all of these hearts that we have, asa mo ani nga heart nga color, okay? So I think I need to call people from Morato branch. Which heart are you into, sir? Hi, sir. What's the color of your heart in there, sir? Green, blue, yellow, purple, or red? I think, sir? Am I being heard? Can you hear me? I can't seem to hear myself though. I think you are. I'm not into. Hello, sir, from Quezon City, Morato. I can't hear me. Okay lang, I'll ask for. Okay,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. From.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, sir. What's the color of your heart, sir? Now.
Blue, ma'am. Blue.
Kumusta ka?
Blue po.
Are you well? Are you good?
Ma'am, blue.
You can understand it though.
Ma'am, blue. Blue po.
Blue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ang feeling mo. Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. How about Miss Yvonne? What is the color of your heart right now?
Yellow,
Miss
ma'am.
Yvonne?
Yellow.
Yellow. Pero okay pa lang yapon. Very good. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. How about Ma'am Florena Bacasnot? What's the color of your heart, Ma'am Florena? These are our feelings right now, no? That's why I'm asking you, okay. Ma'am Flor, what's the color of your heart at the moment?
My color, ma'am, is green. Green, ma'am, green.
Oh, very good. You feel well, so well. Thank you, Ma'am Flor. Okay. Ma'am, from Siargao, Ma'am Madeline, what's the color of your heart right now?
Color blue, ma'am. Color blue.
Oh, okay. Okay ang pamati. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. How about from Aglayan branch? What's the color of your heart in there, Aglayan branch?
The color of my heart is red.
Green, man, ako tayo maayos, ayaw, pamati.
Okay, you can just tell me what's that? Wala mo ka decide. Sige, which one? The one is Ha?
Color blue
What?
po.
Blue.
Color blue.
Okay, ang pamati. Okay. Thank you, color blue. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Ma'am Alicia MDL. What's the color of your heart, Ma'am Alicia?
Ayo ako pamati karon. Naman.
Panawagin ko, no? Bro, ka check attendance if you're in or not.
It's blue.
Ma'am?
It's blue.
It's blue. Okay, ako
Okay,
pamati.
ang
Thank
akong
you
pamati
very much.
karon.
Okay, very good. I love it. Okay. From Kabadbaran branch, you're so busy in there, no? What's the color of your heart in there? All together.
Yellow.
Yellow. Hello, Kabadbaran. Yellow. Naglisod, pero okay. Oh, wow. Very good. How about San Franz? Halos, guys, maday ni here. What's the color for San Franz?
Green, ma'am, green.
Green, maayo, very good.
Karon tungod sa grasya o kaluoy sa Ginoo.
Wow, that's very good, no? Salamat for me to know that. Okay, from Aguinaldo branch, how are you feeling right now? Which color are you?
Yellow, ma'am.
Yellow, thank you. Hi, Kuya Joe Pax.
Ay.
Very good. We are yellow. Naglisod pero okay lang gihapon. Hi there. Okay. From Tagum branch, what's the color of your heart in there?
Purple, ma'am, purple.
Purple. Naglisod?
Yes po.
Oh. So you need
Manginahanglan
someone
kay istorya, ma'am, kay istorya.
Okay.
Yes po.
Istorya. Okay, sige. Pero that doesn't mean it's not that deep, ha? Okay. Sige,
Yes, we are okay.
From Hagna branch, natulog na ang Hagna Bohol. Hi, Hagna. Kumusta ka mo, Dana? What's the color of your heart? Hagna? Natulog ang Hagna na ako. Hagna, agay. Okay.
Gindulman, present.
Okay, Gindulman. Hagna, Gindulman ba na siya? Okay. Sige, what's the color of Hagna Bohol?
Yellow.
Yellow. Naglisod pero okay lang gihapon. Okay, thank you. Ako ko ano na siya. From okay. From Turil branch, how are you there? What's the color of your heart? Turil? Loading na akong Turil. Okay, sige. I'll get back to you. I think you did not hear me though. Sige, no? So, I'd like to thank you for really working on this one, no? So, whichever color of your heart right now, it is important that one way or the other, we really learn how to listen to ourselves, no? We really learn how to check on ourselves. Every day, check on yourself. Kumusta ba ko karon? How do I feel right now? How am I thinking right now? Am I well? Am I not well? No? Do I need help? Or am I okay? Because there are times in our lives that we are not okay. At some point, we may say, I am okay, no? So we'll have to consider that one way or the other. So every day, check on yourself, especially in this time of pandemic, no? It is best that we have to learn to check on ourselves, okay? So I hope with you, those who are seeking for someone to talk to, no, we will be having special sessions. You will just have to coordinate with Kay for counseling man siya, and of course for further follow-up that we have. Okay, so ayan siya. So I will be talking to you about mental health. So what is mental health? Okay. Mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes one's own abilities and potential. You know what your strengths are, and you know what which area do you think so you need to improve as a person, no? Recognizing what's good about me, no? What are my qualities and where am I good at? Okay, and then which area do I think so I have to develop as a person, and one way or the other, which part of me do I think so needs to be nurtured and to be cared for, no? And then we would realize that there is stress, no? And stress is normal, no? And of course, we cope adequately with stress. Our stressors further with stress, no? And displays resilience in the face of extreme life events. As of this time, our life event now is the pandemic, no? Every one of us is experiencing the situation of being into lockdown or COVID per se, no? And then we are staying at home, or some of us are not working, some of us are displaced from work. So these are parts of the experiences that we have right now. But how do we rise above this one? How do we manage ourselves when these kind of experiences that we have, no? And then we work productively and fruitfully. Those some of us are staying at home, but others are doing the online work. Others are doing something productive for them to become fully formed individual in their own ways, no? And then they were able to contribute to the community, especially, no, in this very moment. We wanted to be relevant. That's why we wanted also to contribute that yes, we are in difficulty, but others may also be in difficulty, but this difficulty will not last long, no? It will come to pass at some point, and then we would like to continue contributing to the world, or no, to our nation, to our country, to our people, to the community that we have, even in Fico per se, no? So it's reaching out to others because we know that we had been reached out. We know what we needed, we know what we wanted, and when we were able to recognize all of these ones, then we will be able to reach out to others. Okay, so this is what we have it for Mental Health Awareness Act of RA 11036, with which mental health workers, no, psychologists, psychiatrists, counselors, or first aid advocates are really going through this practice already. Okay, so this has been encouraged that we have to learn to go back to take good care of ourselves, no? So there are 8 patterns that we have to look into when we talk about wellness. So what are these ones, no? The first is our emotional. This is the top of it, no? Emotional, simply because this is about coping effectively with life and creating satisfying relationship. How are we coping? How are we feeling right now? How do we manage our emotions, no? And then how do we manage our time with people around us, persons who are significant to us, no? We might say, ma'am, I am stuck at home, I am not happy being at home. Students are actually wanting to be out of home already, you know, because they wanted to see their friends, their classmates, they wanted to go back to their school. But as of this time of pandemic, how do we cope up with these longings, no? How do we manage our missing? how do we how do we look into this part of our emotions? So this is very important. And then of course, we look about into the finances, no? Are we satisfied with the current or our future financial situations? Good for us who are into FICO because we save ahead, and then we practice saving, and then we call this one realistic people, no? So I hope one way or the other, some of us may be displaced from work, but we manage our resources, no? Well, okay. And then on the social aspect, how do we develop a sense of connection, belonging, and a well-developed support system? We have to be reminded that we are not alone, no? We have people around us who are taking good care of us also, no? Are we connected, especially now at this point of time? We can connect with people who are with us. We can connect with them through text, to phone call, to video call. Unlike the olden times, so we just have to write mails on them. But now, we can easily connect to them, no? We can just talk to them, although we cannot physically go to these people whom we are friends with, but one way or the other, we can see them online, which is actually the physical aspect is missing, but basically the connection is there. So try to reconnect with your friends, no? Try to check on them also. Once you check on yourself, then you are ready to check on others, no? So, and then of course, establish ties is very important. And nevertheless, you have to learn to expand your spirituality. You will not be able to go to church right now, no? There are a lot of avenues where you can listen to wisdoms of your religiosity, no? I remembered my mom every morning she has to listen to masses. Mag na kompleto niya kada mass, no? Within the Sunday time, every time she really has to different kinds of preach she listens to, or this thing, ano? I always, ma'am, nahurutiling mo talaga mong ipaminawan ng mga misa. Walang pasta ka sa langit. I've been kidding her, no? Pero one way or the other, our spirituality really matters, no? It's not just about how we go to church, but about our relationship with our God. No, it's important that we will have this sense of purpose and meaning in life. That yes, we are alive. Yes, we are thankful about it, and yes, we are thankful. But there is a God above and beyond all of us. No, so this is really very. We establish our relationship with spiritual. Others are doing the Bible sharing, even if they are away from each other, or they have their praise and worship all together. No, so these are parts of our spirituality. No, our group sharing, our we call this one the partner sharing also of our thoughts and our spirituality. Okay, another one is also environmental good health by occupying pleasant stimulating environment that support our well-being. It's important also that along the way everything around us is well and clean, no, and then others are also nurturing plants, no, some became plantitos and plantitas, no, and that's how they would like to recognize this one in these aspects of individuality, you know, especially on the environmental aspect. So we learn to be carers, no, for our environment. We learn to do plants. We learn to do plants, and then of course to make plants and to nurture plants. Actually, we have plants here in our area, no. So we would like to example, what are the plants in there that you have, no, and then we recognize, we like to have ornamental plants, or we also want to have vegetables in our plants. So although this is also part of our being an environmentalist and of course a practical person, no, and of course being intellectual, we recognize our creative abilities, no, finding ways to expand our knowledge and skills. Remember to learn and unlearn, no. It's important that yes, we know about it, but yes, we want to know more about it also. Do not limit yourself or do not be complacent that you know about things already. Learn to learn more. That's what we call real learning, no. It's about accommodating what we learn and then assimilating it. We need to practice it, no, and we need to walk by it. So whatever learnings that you had then is no longer the kind of learning that we have right now. So we have to learn new things, no. So if you love yourself, you have to learn to allow yourself to improve more. No, so if there are seminars or webinars or trainings that's gonna be put up into, join it. No, sa Ficco, Manggod for EdCom volunteers, we also have our relearning, our retrainings, no, and then we have our revisit for our areas, especially in our being an education committee member. So the same way with our practicalities in life, we have to learn also, and we have to also to unlearn, no? Para there is something good that's coming our way, and then there's also something good that we will be able to extend to others, no? And we can share our knowledge to others. On my end, no, I may be your speaker right now, but also wanted to become a participant at some point, no? And to listen to others on speaking on this aspect, so that I will also have something to gain and also have something to share to others. That's about the intellectual part of us. And nevertheless, the physical aspect of us, no, we will never miss this out in that area. So we learn to do nurture others are in diet. We need to nurture ourselves. We have to sleep well, no, and we have to nourish ourselves, no, and then we also have to learn to do some exercises or do some stretching, which is actually very, very good in that area. Okay, so at least I hope in your area you are stretching, no. And then another one is the occupational, no, the personal satisfaction of you, especially when you do your work, not just because you have a work, but when you do something, are you satisfied with what you're doing? Are you accomplished? Are you able to finish it, no? Or were you able to finish a task that's given to you? That's how it is, no? So this pattern, I had this one from a wellness approach and psychiatric rehabilitation journal. I'd like you to check on yourself in that area. Which part am I into, no? Am I emotionally well? I am financially well. I am socially well. Am I spiritually well? Environmentally well, intellectually, physically, and occupationally. So some of us may say, Mom, I am not working, but you being an entrepreneur, you being a business person, that because you're reaching out to people, no? And then you are engaging with people. So whichever part of work you are into, you are productive and you are very good. That means in all aspects of this, you are well, no? So if there is some of it which is actually less of it, then that means that's an area for you to improve. But that doesn't mean you are not well. But if you miss in almost all aspects of this, the one that's the circle of 8, then therefore you need to revisit yourself. You need to reevaluate yourself. Okay. Am I too fast? Am I too fast? Are you with me? Can you go through with me, or do I have to slow down? If I am too fast, you can just say, Mom, you're too fast. Okay, can
Slow
shut it
down,
down.
please. Slow down, please.
Okay, sorry, okay. Okay, I'll slow down a bit, so I'm so fast. Pasilo, ah. I got used to talking in the class like this, but like you were discussing a lot of things and you wanted it to be loading the akong kwan pod. Okay? Okay, thank you. That's why I'm asking you if I am still with you, okay? So, I am talking about wellness. I will be asking you which is among these 8 aspects, no, of our wellness, which is your strength, no? Which area are you fully happy about, no, in that aspect? So I'd like to ask, pang tanong tamo. Okay, you can have it in the chat box. Where is your strength in these aspects? Okay, in these 8 aspects: emotional, financial, environmental, intellectual. You can just chat in the chat box. Hi, Miss Jing. Okay, hi. Okay, so you can, hi Palau branch. You can chat in the chat box, which is your strength here in the wellness, no? Or which are your strengths in this area? Okay, there is one our strength, our super strength, and then there are these mini strengths that we have in this 8 wellness. Okay, so which one among the 8 is your hype or your top part of your wellness that you nurture the most? So you can chat in the chat box. Are you emotionally, financially, spiritually, or environmentally, or intellectual, or physical ba siya? I'd like to see. Okay, ayan. Spiritual. Ay, si Ma'am Jane. Hi, Ma'am Jane. Okay, sige, I'll ask you. Occupational. Oh, Xavier, okay. Physically well, Aguinaldo branch. Very good. Social, Bayugan. O ako ni mga counter checking ko kung okay ba man na pita. Social, Bayugan. Asa man si Ma'am ang Palawaan niya kung wala nakita ha? Ngisi-ngisi na ba ng Palaw? Okay. Who else there? Social and physical, kay nanambok na daw taga-iligan na. Agay. Dili pa man kayo, gamay pa lang. Okay. Who else here are into these aspects? Okay. So whichever aspects of this 8 area of wellness you are, I believe that you will have to learn to take good care of yourself, no? Whichever aspects it is, no? And to nurture, check on yourself. Am I good in this aspect or am I not good in this aspect? And then go back, okay? For relearning. Very good. Thank you for sharing your piece. Now I'll move forward. Okay, so we were talking about stress and anxiety, no? And then what is this all about, no? What are these ones that we're talking about? What is the relevance of this to us, okay? So, wait first. I'll have 2 minutes. Okay, so when we talk about stress, we talk about generally, stress is a response to an external cause, no, such as taking a big test or arguing with a friend, no? It goes away once the situation is resolved. Example, I am going to present in the board meeting tomorrow this topic, and I am so stressed about it. Which one do you want it to be? If you think so, you are stressed, you dig your midnight candle on it, and you prepared so much about it, and then you worry about it. That's you being into stress. But if you are not under stress, you look at it as a challenge, then you do more about it, no? You're so excited to start something new. That is actually a person who is not into stress, no? We do not allow the external factors to get into our system, no? Example, like for me, example, today I will be speaking. Do I take it as a challenge or do I take it as something that will burden me, okay? Or that would bother me, that will not make me go to sleep because I have to prepare for that. So it's the other way around of responding to it, no? Okay? So it can be positive or negative, no? For example, it may inspire you to meet a deadline or it may cause you to lose sleep, okay? So that's the part, that's basically the shorter explanation of stress, no? In fact, they say that the positive mental attitude is simply a positive reaction to stress, no? You can't avoid stress because there's stress every day, but you can do is to learn to manage it so that you can be you can move forward and lead a productive and a happy life, okay? So what's with stress and anxiety, okay? So both stress and anxiety can affect your mind and body. You may experience such symptoms as excessive worry. You worry too much, no? You are restless, no? You can't seem to be at peace. No, you always think about things. Okay, and then you have uneasiness, no, tension around you, and you think so you have headache and body pain or body malaise, as you call that one, or you have high blood pressure if you have combination of stress and or a loss of sleep. You cannot sleep even if you try to go to sleep, even if you sleep so early, yet still you thought you really haven't slept. Okay, I've been sleeping naman, but nothing seemed to matter with me, no? So I think there is nothing coming out of this one, even if I am sleeping. Okay, so that's part of when you combine stress and anxiety. How about anxiety? Okay, anxiety is internal, meaning it's your reaction to stress. It usually involves a persistent this is what we call, if I would take this as a stressor, I will really be stressed along the way, especially with the connectivity. But I will take this positively, no? So that means I'll cope up with it one way or the other. This is part of the adjustment that we have as of like learning. This is about flexibility also, no? That yes, at some point, we will be able to say, Mom, I got lost, no? Even my students, when we have sessions and then they get lost, they boot it out. I would say you just come back anyways. It might be the signal or the connectivity that we have, but rest assured, you'll always come back. That's what we also learn in life, no? That when we are out, we have to learn to step up again, no? We have to try again. This is what's so beautiful about it. Okay, okay. So I am so back again with my space. Ayan. So I think I left myself in this area on anxiety. Ayan, no? So, okay, so it usually involves, anxiety usually involves a persistent feeling of apprehension, dread that doesn't go away or that interferes with how you live your life, no? And then it's constant, even if there's no immediate threat to it. So there are some signs of anxiety that you have to look into yourself, no? Excessive worrying, no? You have anxiety and panic attacks. Like you can't keep still and you always have to seem to have lost your breathing, and then you have difficulty concentrating, memory problems, that's what they would say, or irritability, you struggle to sleep well, you have tense muscles, and therefore, if you think so, if you think so, you are experiencing right now, then you need to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, no? You have to determine which aspect of you needs to be cared for, okay? So in this aspect, we have to learn to look into myself. Am I worrying too much? Am I okay at this point of time? So ayan siya, no? We have to learn to distinguish, is this normal for me to worry? Because it is normal that we worry, but when we worry too much already, that it is too much that we cannot sleep, we tend not to sleep, we tend not to interact with people already, then therefore, something must be coming out of us, no? So that's why we need to see, for us, for my clients, when they say, Mom, I think I'm having anxiety or panic attacks. So after our assessment, I would refer them to a psychologist so that they will be going to further to sessions, no, with regards to anxiety, and to managing their anxiety or the fears that they have, no. Anxiety is actually a fear that is not known, no, that we are something that we are afraid of, but we do not know about, no, something that worries us, but we know we are not certain what is it that we worry about. Okay, So this is the anxiety. So when we talk about stress, we can manage it. It is within our control, no? And then the anxiety is constant in there, but we can manage it with also the help of somebody. If we really could not manage it already, others are given medication, no, for them to tame themselves in their feelings, not to tone down on their feelings. Okay, so as they said, life is like a pancake. No matter how flat or rough it is, it always has two sides. So it's your choice, no, whether to allow this feeling to drown you, or it is your choice to allow this feeling to challenge you. If I wanted to be well, would I want to help myself, or would I want somebody else to help me? So it's important to recognize when you need help and when you do not need help, no? So when we learn to appreciate our sense of helpless, no, being helpless, then we learn to ask for help, no? Not everyone who seek for help are actually wanting to be helped, no? They just wanted someone to be there for them, to listen to them. So that's part of kind of siya, you don't have to speak about much, just be there when I talk to you. So these are people who just wanted to share their peace to these other people. Okay. Okay, so I'll have to move forward. Ayan. Paspas to kayo mag-istorya, so I have to um, lower a bit. Okay, so these are parts of our anxiety. Okay, so ayan. Teka lang. Okay, so there are different states of anxiety right now. So there's a green, a light green, yellow, orange, or red. So what is the feeling that you have right now? If you're too sad about it, no, which state of anxiety are you into? Can you chat it in the chat box right now? Which part of anxiety are you into? No, are you green to light green? Though you are into the state of get involved with others socially, no, but still have some mild symptoms of overget stimulated, or you overanalyze conversation, no? So which means you are still able to communicate with people, or are you into yellow, moderate, no? Some symptoms like treading water, like I don't know what I'm going through, like I'm doing something else beyond what I can do. Okay, so you can fulfill some obligations, but easily get overwhelmed with it. That's why we tend to be irritated. Basically, ko, pwede ba? Ayaw sa akin yung disturb ha? Oh, no, no. Like you can just manage this area. You can manage a lot of it, no? Or you're into crisis or you're into panic. You feel the strong absence of control and have intense symptoms like you hyperventilate, you lost awareness of the surroundings, no, that you are in wherever you are right now. So in the chat box, I'd like you to state your color there. If you are green and light green, if you are yellow, if you are into orange or into red. Let me see if you which part of if you are into anxiety right now. I think so you're into anxiety right now. You're green. Okay, you are into moderate. Sige, very good, Bigos. Okay, most of you are into green. Very good. So that means you are not anxious, no? All of the above, palaw. Oh, grabe, you're into mixture of that. Thanks God, you're green. So which means if you're into green, you are able, no, you're functioning. You can do tasks accordingly. Okay, you're into moderate. Recognizing the feeling that we are having right now is very important, because if we learn to recognize it, we are able to work on it, no? And we know that we need help in that aspect, okay? Or we can take good care of ourselves in that area. So Claveria is into green, sometimes dark green, no? Awe is into green also. Wow, very good, no? I am happy to know that we are into green, no? Sometimes dark green. Okay, light green, which means you are in the right track at the moment, no? So yes, you are worried, but that doesn't mean you are disturbed, no, or you cannot work on it, no. So yes, there is something like there's COVID, yes, we're worried about it, but we're doing something about it. Like we're doing some precautionary measures, no, we do wear our mask, no, we wear our face shield, we wear our gloves, we do wash our hands. Katong the baking action from these worries that we have. It's very important. Thank you to Real Branch for light green and Kibawi Branch. And Quezon City, you're into light green. Well, thank you. It's okay. Thank you so much for allowing us to remember. Anxiety is more than worrying. No, it is an illness and it needs to be attended to. Okay, so that's why it's important that we have to learn to address this one so that we can be helped. To us, to feelings of anxiety, no, these are constant. We think so na they are not actually doing arte-arte. They really need help, and you really have to refer them. No? And if you want that, you think so, you recognize you're into the state of anxiety, you have to learn to ask you, what is worrying me? What is disturbing me? Okay, then if this is what's worrying me, what can I do about it? It's important that we have to have a step forward to it. Now, if you cannot control this one already, then we need to seek help. If you have friends or family members who are into this one, you really have to learn to address and help them out. No? Sometimes they would deny that this feeling of anxiety, okay lang mo siya, ipasagdil lang po, because if we do not take good care of this one, it will escalate to another level. So there are different levels of anxiety, but I will not discuss this because this is into more of a psychological aspect already. Thorough na siya, hindi pa, okay? Okay, so next. Okay, so what's self-care? So ayan, so we've learned about stress and we've learned about anxiety, but what is self-care? Okay, self-care is about doing anything that allows you to continue fighting and to continue moving forward, no? When we learn to take good care of ourselves, that means we love ourselves, no? Okay, so, and self-care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take good care of our emotional, physical health, no? Just like the 8 wellness that I've discussed with you. Self-care is also about knowing what we need to do in order to take good care of ourselves, for us to be able to take good care of ourselves and others as well. Remember, we have to learn to take good care of ourselves so that we are able to take good care of others, okay? It's ironic that we take good care of others too much that we have not taking good care of ourselves, no? Usually we give too much of ourselves that we have less time for ourselves, no? We give much time to others, but we haven't spent time with ourselves. Was there ever a time that you dated yourself? Because you're so busy dating other people, no? You're so busy listening to others, but you have had time to be with yourself. So it's important, no? So that is, if I don't take care enough of myself, I won't be in the place to give my loved ones the care that I also wanted, okay? Remember that self-care is an attitude that says, I am responsible for myself. Now, if I am responsible for myself and I'm able to look into this, then I will be able to become responsible to others, okay? And self-care helps you refocus on what is important to you. The most important and the truest important person to you and in your life is yourself. After you comes others. Please never forget to value yourself. Remember, sometimes it's basic, no? But we missed it out. We are so busy tending over other people, no? But we haven't spent time with taking good care of ourselves. Remember, an empty lantern provides no light, no? Self-care is the fuel that allows you to light, to shine brightly. Okay, so International Self-Care was established on July 23, 2011, and empowering people with the knowledge and the ability of how to be active participants on their own wellness. That's why check on yourself, no? What am I doing to myself? Am I self-care? The basic of that is, do you take a bath every day? Oh, ano siya, no? Or do you change clothes every day? Or like, do we eat well? No, so those are parts of it. No, do we smile to people? Do we smile to are we happy about ourselves? No, so check on yourself. Do I hug myself every day? Oh, and I'm sure no, kamo gahag ba mo sa yourself. So at this point of time, I'd like you to give yourself that hug. No? Okay, we cannot hug man others because of restrictions. So we get to go back to hug ourselves. It's important, no? So give that back love for yourself. Okay, so ayan. So there are 15 ways in taking care of your well-being or my well-being, no? And this is also how we manage stress and our anxiety, okay? So there is hope even when your brain cells tells you there isn't. That's according to John Green, no? So in the vastness of the world, no, wherever, whichever part of the universe we are into, there is hope. If we learn to be hopeful, there is always something good that's coming our way. But we have to learn to take good care of ourselves so that with our hope, we'll be able to progress well, no? Oh, pero babae ako nabutang na, dili ko feminist, guys, pero I'm looking for just happy pictures around, okay? So, ayan siya. Okay, now, the first thing that we have to learn as a universe, in this universe, is about breathing, no? The moment we step out, we are out of the womb of our mom. We were born in this world. The first thing that we did is to learn how to breathe. Okay, so ayan. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is to learn how to breathe. No, when we were born in this world, the first thing that we did was we breathe, and then we cried afterwards, ba? So now I'd like you to do the breathing exercises. Ayan, so I'd like you to do the relaxation exercise or the breathing exercise. That's what we call the 4-7-8 breathing, no? We take a deep breath, no, through our nose. Silently, we count 1 to 4. We breathe in through our nose slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we hold on to that breath for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Afterwards, we slowly breathe out through our mouth in 8 counts, okay? As in, we let go of our air from where we breathe in. Okay, again, take a deep breath through your nose in 4 counts, and then hold on to that breath that you have for 7 counts, okay? And then slowly let go through your mouth in 8 counts. You can either stand up while doing the breathing exercise, or you can sit down. So at this point of time, I'd like you to open your camera because I'd like you to do the breathing exercise. Ayan. So whichever part of the universe, because I'd like to see you with the breathing. Okay. So ayan. Can I see you all here? Oh, which part are you? Okay. So ayan. Let me see if you are already online. Okay. I'd like you to open your camera because I'd like you to do the breathing exercises. Okay. So I'd like you to breathe through your nose in 4 counts. Okay. And then we hold on to that breath, no, for 7 counts. Afterwards, we let go for 8 counts. Okay? So everybody, you can stand up. Nangaon na bang balingwan? Patay ko ani karon. Sorry, balingwan. Okay. Can we pause for our eating first, and then we will continue with that later? So may I ask you to sit well if you are seated, or you can stand if you wanted to stand, no? So I'd like you to lean on your back. Kung naman mo yung chair at the back, no? Na siya leaner. So I'd like you to sit down first properly. Properly man guro na siya. So ayan, okay? So sit down for a while. And then I'd like you to breathe through your nose. As I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale. Okay, through your nose, and slowly hold it for 7 seconds. And then when I say release, and then that's you release it all within 8 counts, no? Okay, so whichever you are, mag-loading man ko, pero I believe you're seated there wherever you are. Okay, everybody, I'd like you to sit still and breathe through your nose in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it on for 7 seconds. And slowly let go for 8 seconds. Okay, so again, slowly in through your nose. Mic, feel na loading. Okay, so breathe in through your nose in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Then let go. Ayan, okay. So again, let's do it. I'll be letting you. Okay, remember, feeling ako seated man yata mo. Okay, sige na ba. Sige, everybody, let's do it, no? Slowly. Breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Let go.
Ina, mga unta kabadbaran, Pips.
Ayan. Nangaon ang kabadbaran Pips. Okay, kabadbaran Pips.
Naalala mo yun? Humot kay Jollibee. Jollibee, oh.
Ayan.
Ay, kayo muna
Grabe,
din, Jollibee.
yung kaon. So, pasensya ka na ngaon mo. But I hope we will go through. Okay, so am I with you there? I'm. Okay, so I'll go back. So are we breathing there? Nangaon ang palaw, iligan. So, ayan. So, ayan, you're there now with me. Iligan branch, you're so hungry na. So, let's sit still for a while. Okay. Ayan. So, I like everyone to stand up for a while where you are seated. So, may I ask everyone to stand up?
Humot kay Jollibee sa
You're all seated, man good in there. So, para relax kayo sa ta for a while. Yan. So, standing na ako ang mga, I like this one. Okay.
Ang kabadbaran, lamig kay Jollibee, humot kayo.
Okay, so, okay. So, Palau branches are already standing, no? Very good. Thank you. Iligan, gutom, naging iligan branch ba? Okay. Okay, so let's start with our breathing, no? So we will have to go through this one. That's just when we think so we have too much it's about we learn how to manage our breaths, ba? So we learn to calm ourselves by way breathing. Okay, so we breathe through our nose in 4 counts. Afterwards, we hold on for 7 seconds, and when we release it, 8 counts. Okay, so murag ako ang leader ani si Ma'am Jing sa Iligan branch. Okay, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we inhale through our nose. Okay, everybody inhale through our nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we hold on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then let go for 8 counts. Okay. So ayan siya. Sige. Okay. Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd like to request everyone to stand. If you can stand there, no? Those who are seated, para mas kwanta, mas intense atong breathing, no? So we call this one the emergency breathing exercise to others, no? Or the mental wellness exercise in breathing, okay? So ayan siya. I hope you can hear me on your end. Okay, thank you for Quezon City Morato for standing up, for Iligan, no? And for San Franz, for Davao, very good kaayo mo. Thank you so much. Okay, so are we ready? Let's do the breathing exercise in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose in 4 counts. Hold on for 7 counts. Let go for 8 counts. Okay, then we release it again. We start again. Breathe in. We'll repeat that 3 times, okay? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe in. Hold on. Let go. Okay. Now I'd like you to breathe in again. Hold on. Let go. Yeah, no? Another one, last one for us to do the breathing for 7, 8. Ayan. So you really have to breathe. Baka and you are really able to hold on to that breathing, okay? Aside from the 4, 7, 8 breathing, there's also the, no? We start at the center of the infinity 8, no? We breathe in. And then let go. If you feel so tense, you can do the infinity 8 breathing, no? From the center of that infinity, parang 8 bitaw siya, you breathe in. And then let go. Okay? That's how it is. That's another, or the other way around also. You can do breathing into triangulation, no? Shorter siya. You can breathe in, hold on, and then let go. Salamat. Please be seated. Because of this one. Okay, so another one is, of course, stay grounded using your 5 senses, no? So I'd like you to chat in the chat box. Okay, sige na lang. I'd like to call you. Okay. In the stay grounded, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no? You are going to acknowledge 5 things you see around you. It could be a pen, a spot of the ceiling, anything that is around you, okay? And then with the 4 things you can touch around you. It can be your hair, a pillow, or a ground on your feet, no? And then the 3 things you hear, this could be external sounds, like your tummy is hungry, like the Palao branch, you're hungry, no? Or focus on the outside of your body, no? So what are the 3 things you can hear? And then acknowledge 2 things you can smell, no? What can you smell? The Jollibee ba in front of you, no? The snack, the coffee ba siya, or the smell of the pencil, no? Or the scent of the soap in the bathroom, okay. And then acknowledge 1 thing that you can taste. Unsa man yung ka-taste karon, ang bitterness sa coffee, or the sandwich ba or a gum? Okay, so I'd like to ask you. So, what are the 5 things you can see around you? Lahat na po nga branch. From Puerto. Ayan, from Puerto branch. What are the 5 things you can see around you? Be, may I hear from Puerto? Oh, hi, sir. What are the 5 things you can see around you, sir? You can unmute yourself, sir. Yes. 5 things you can see around you, sir. What are those ones? I can't hear you, sir. Sir? If you cannot hear me, you can chat it in the chat box na lang, sir. Okay, others, if I will not call you, you can also, okay, Claveria branch, they can hear the monitor, okay, office, the door, the stops. Digos have notebook, ballpen, scissors, and comb, and cell phones. That's what you can see things around you, okay? And then, ayan, sige. What are the, Balingwan branch, what are the 4 things you can see? You can touch around you, Balingwan branch. Oh, ayan. Balingwan, what are what are the 4 things you can touch around you, Balingwan? Hindi ako badunga si Sir sa Puerto. So, Balingwan, what are the 4 things you can see around you? Okay. Quezon City, laptop, plate, mug, tumbler, and phone. Okay. That's what you can see. You can touch laptop, through pillows, and cell phones. Okay. Sige. Digos, okay, you have. Okay, thank you. Mouse, keyboard, alcohol, cell phone. Very good, Kaini. Pagadian branch. What are the 3 things you can hear around you? Pagadian branch. Sige daw, be. Anybody from Pagadian branch? Sige, can unmute yourself. Okay, Ma'am Susan. I'd like to have Ma'am Susan speak dahil after the Pagadian branch. Pagadian branch, what are the 3 things you can hear around you?
Sound the printer and motorcycle.
Printer. Motorcycle and
Aircon.
Okay. Thank you. Sige. Okay. You know, when you are so tense, no, when you are like feeling you are hyperventilating somewhere, you look around, you breathe first and then recognize these ones. This is very important, no? Sige, I'll ask Ma'am Susan, you are there. Nag-chat man siya. Sige daw. Ma'am Susan, can I see you? Can I ask you what are the 5 things you see around you? Okay. Ma'am Susan?
Rice field, mountain, cell phone, plants. I'm outside, so I see a lot of things. Smoke, and ang nanilhing akong silingan. Good morning. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Susan. Okay. Sige daw, be. What else? What else can you see around you in there? Sa Pagadian branch. Okay, Miss Yvonne, what are you seeing there in your magawa sa show? Nawala na. Miss Yvonne, what are the 3 things you can hear around you of Alobihid? Gula ko niya nadunggan. Sige, Miss Yvonne, what are the 3 things you can hear around you in there, in Alobihid? Oh, you can hear. You can feel the heat of the sun. Okay, wala ko niya nadunggan. So, ayan. Okay, San Francisco. What are the 5 things you see around you, San Francisco branch? Sige, daghan man mo kayo din nagatipok, be. You can unmute yourself, San Franz. What are the 5 things you see around you? Laptop?
Electric fan.
Electric fan?
Electric fan, wall clock.
Very loud. Okay. Wall clock.
Klaro na, ma'am?
Okay. Thank you. Sige. From Balingwan. Sige, balikan ako ang Balingwan. Humala sila kaon. Balingwan, what are the two things you can smell in there? Murag mga on man sila. So,
You can smell.
you can smell. Murag food yun nila ba?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee, juice.
Okay. Wishy.
Wishy,
Okay,
coffee,
thank you.
juice, water. Huh? Taste? I'll smell that. Ano mag-taste?
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, how about from Hagna branch? What are the two things you can smell around you? Hagna? Right, sa kilid na beginning Hagna. Hagna branch? What are the two things you can smell around you? Nangaon ng Hagna, no?
Chicken McDonald's and perfume.
Wow! Okay Thank you, Hagna. Okay. Sige daw, be. Talakag branch. What are the 4 things you can touch around you? Hi, Talakag! Sige. Ako ni mga friends sa EDCOM. Hi, Mami! Sige. What are the 4 things you can touch around you in there? Pwede ba magto? You can just unmute yourselves. Sige, muraog kwan sila, nag-struggle sila. Okay, so anyways, others are already answering no in the chat box. Hot chocolate, Fabcom from the clothes, tinolang manok, wow. Chicken cordon bleu, grabe yung kayo mga escabeche and everything, ha? Okay, sige. Now, why do I ask you about this one? Because once you feel that you are tense or you have something around you, you're like being so stressed about you, breathe first and then recognize these ones, no? What are the 5 things that you can see around you? What are the 4 things that you can touch? Because if you can manage to touch this one, if you can manage to see this one, if you can hear this, or you can smell about it, or you can taste about it, therefore, you are not losing your sense of self. Okay, you may be shaken a bit, but you are still okay. Okay, that's why I'm checking on you if you are okay wherever you are right now. You can take a picture of this so that you can practice this one whenever you are tense or when you are experiencing stress along the way. Okay, so now I'd like you to, I think you have your papers with you. Miss Kay, I told you to prepare, I told her to prepare papers. You have your papers around you, diba? And your ball pen. So I'd like you to draw a large circle in your bond paper. Naman siguro may bond papers na nga area. Do you have one? Okay, so please get your bond papers. Okay, you have that already. Okay, you have? Okay, now. In your bond paper, you're going to draw there. There is a picture here, no, in front of me in the screen. You draw a large circle, no, as big as you can on a sheet of paper. This is the circle of your concern, no. Inside it are all the things you are bothered about. So you are going to write it in there, no. And then outside is the stuff you don't care about, okay. Then at some point, you may ask yourself, do I have influence over it, okay? So you are going to draw it. So may I see if you are drawing a circle now? Okay, if you are drawing a circle right now. Okay, and then another one, number 2, draw another circle, and this is your circle of influence. Okay, pag-drawing mo na ng people, no?
Director ba si Michael?
You will write a specific
Junior.
Ayan. So, ayan. So, draw it now. I'd like you to draw that area. Are you drawing already? Ayan. Okay.
Miss Speaker, mangita sa may ballpen o papel.
Ay! Wala dahil mo yung mga ballpens doon, ha? Okay, very good. Alubihid branch. Sige, please ko. Kung na may ballpen and hagpapel, please do so. Ayan. Later on, I'll ask Ma'am Yulet to share her drawing. Okay. Sige. Okay, number 3 then. Okay, Palao branch, nag-drawing na ba kamo diyan ha?
Wala pa. Saka pa ang ballpen o papel. Kaya walang may activity.
Agay. Okay, sige. And then to those who are already drawing, no? Nanapal mo yung mga drawings din ha? Draw a smaller circle, which is the circle of your control. Inside here are all the things you have control over, your thoughts, your feelings, no? So, na naman siya kinahanglan na to siya ani because we wanted to focus on what you can control. Remember, things inside of you, you can control it. But things outside of you, you have no control over it, okay? So, you'll have to remember that your feelings, you can control it, no? Your routines, your engagements, you can control about it, no? Your exposure to social media, to Twitter, to Instagram, to Facebook, you can control about it, no? Also, your engagement with people, with friends, with family, you have control over that. Pero the feelings of others, what they do, you cannot control that one. That is outside of them, outside of you. So that is theirs to consider. Okay? So that's the aspect of that. Okay, are we done drawing to others? Okay, may I see the work of others if they are done drawing? Murag nangaon sila pero wala sila nag-drawing. Gikaon nila. Okay, mental branch, or have you been drawing or you're eating? Murag wala pa. Murag feeling na ko kay ang Davao branch are drawing. Nag-drawing ba ang Davao branch?
Palao,
And then San Franz. Let me see if you're drawing, okay? To those who are drawing, I see your drawing. Okay, Quezon Morato is drawing. Yeah, sir. I'd like to highlight you. Okay. Now, recognizing your concerns, recognizing what is outside of you. May I ask you, sir, from Morato, what is at the Palao, imaginary ang Palao. Sir, what is at the center of your drawing? What have you written there from Quezon Morato?
Emotion, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
You can unmute yourself, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. We can control our emotion.
What's at the center of your drawing, sir? The little circle in front of you.
We can control, ma'am. Control
Yes,
our
sir.
emotion.
Your emotions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What at the second circle, sir? What are those ones?
The circle of influence, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we can influence others
Yes, sir.
by our lifestyle, good lifestyle.
Okay. And in the circle of your concern, sir, the bigger circle.
The biggest concern is especially our soul, our physical, especially our soul, physical. Physical
Okay.
needs, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. God bless you, ma'am.
Your physical needs, such as being hungry and everything. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Very good job.
God bless you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Palao. Kisa pa man ang finish na. Miss Isa Torcella Benavides, can you show me your okay, yes ma'am, what's in
Ito
your
po.
control? Yes po.
Ang control ko po is myself, my emotions from spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Yun po. And
Okay.
then ang sa next circle is ang circle of influence ko po is friends, associates, and mentors. Mga mentors po. Yun po ang
Your
influence ko.
mentors.
And then
Okay.
ang sa outside
And your
po,
control?
ang sa circle of
Sir,
concern po is a relationship, feelings
Concern?
po hindi ko po siya talagang ano, ang others po, others feelings. Yun po.
Others feelings, which is your main control is yourself.
Yes po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Aisa. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you. How about sa Quezon branch? I think they're done already. Quezon branch. Ayan. Quezon, Bukidnon. Bukidnon. Kay Quezon City, I'm done naman with sir. Quezon, Bukidnon, how are you there? Okay, can you share? One of you can share from there.
Ilarga.
Sige, go.
Ma'am, kanain mo, mama.
Who will share from Quezon, Bukidnon? Sige, sige, sige.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sige, Quezon, Bukidnon. Kisa inyong sharer? Sige. Your circle of influence. Sige, circle of concern muna, sir. Circle of concern, Bukidnon, Quezon, Bukidnon.
Circle of concern is about financial. Then,
Sige. Outside circle first. Outside circle.
circle of
Nanabay produkto ang Quezon, Bukidnon?
financial.
Financial pa di ay. Okay. Financial. Okay. How about
Circle of influence, education. Education.
Oh.
This is my doctor's degree. Then, circle of
okay. This is the circle of control.
Is my feelings. Wow. Because I am a widow. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Sige daw, be. Thank you. Thank you. How about Alabihid branch? Okay, let me see your circle of control first. Alabihid branch, ma'am. What's in your circle? Unmute yourself, please, ma'am.
Okay. Mayong buntag sa tanan.
Yeah.
For my circle of concern, the first circle, I have here my livelihood, my purpose in life, why I'm here in this world, my concern to others, how I help to other people, to serve my commitment to this world. That's the first circle. And for the second circle, which is the circle of influence, which these are the environment, influence from environment, to my peers, my siblings, church mates, co-teachers, different groups that asa ko ga engage. So there are mga influences na atong makuha ana. Then for the last circle, correct ba ko last circle? Circle of control.
Control. The little circle that you have.
Myself, my attitude, know how I discipline myself, how to control my feelings and emotions in times of kanang na mga mag-bother ba, different situations. So, ang akong anger, ang akong all those things nga ma-happen bitaw nga dili na to matagna. So, I need to control that one. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Maggie. Very good. Ano to si Ma'am Jing sa Iligan branch? Hambugira mato siya sa iyahang paper of control. Ma'am Jing, are you done? Sige daw, Be. Can you share your circle of control, influence, and sige. What's in your circles, please?
Okay. So, sa Palao, Iligan, sa ako alang ni ha, based on my
experience kay am a COVID unsa ni survivor. Na COVID nga ang dagway ray mo giproblemahan. So anyway, kung sa akong circle, ang big circle nako, ang concern nako is family. Kasi when time na isolate ko, murag nataranta ko for my family kay simba ko basi matigo ko na walay rason ngano na COVID ko. Ikaduha, para sa influence for myself o community na sahon ako to pag-handle nga experience. Dayon, the last one dayon is ako ang thoughts sa last circle nako and feelings nako is nagpray sa Gud ko nga mamaayo ko at the same time tanan nga mga focus of control sa ko ang self ako na dayon siyang na unsa ni na imagine na dayon nga sa tanan nato na experiences ang Ginoo ra gyud ang nag-solve sa ato. Amen.
Okay, thank you. And I'm glad you are standing strong right now, no? So you are COVID-free. You eat well now para healthy. Thank you, Ma'am G. Okay, I think Carmen branch, Ma'am Irene, Bell, Claveria branch, Ma'am Irene, are you done with your circle? Sige, Ma'am Irene.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ma'am Irene.
I have written in my circle of concern. One is the current events and inability to travel, then disrupted routine, and the pandemic, and financial limitation. And also, I have no influence on my family members' habits and my co-workers' habits. Because of the pandemic, murag hadlok bitaw ta nga sila gikan dul sa ato anak murag. So inana nga 10. Then sa number 2, in circle of
So you want to travel forward.
Yeah, disrupted ang routine nato. So murag circle of concern gid na. Then sa number 2, akong gisulat kaning pwede nato siya kani kana atong influence gamay kanang mag-follow ta sa health protocols all the time kay wala mo ta naanad. So murag ato gid siyang i-manage nga kung pwede atong make it a habit. Then one thing sad kung saan pagbahin sa atong time, pwede ra bata magtrabaho or mag-relax bata. And then budgeting kay sa budget karon daghan kayo wala sa tong budget nga ato na siyang butangan like kaning mga mask, mga alcohol sa una wala pa sa tong budget. And then eating the right food, vitamins that we need to protect ourselves. So murag kana siya sa number 2 ginako gibutangan. And then sa number 3, the small circle, ako gibutang ako yung makontrol ang akong reaction to things. Sa akong reaction sa mga
correct.
Yun, mindset. Positive ba ako mindset or na days it's too sad kaayo, bad news yung kita. Also, akong kung pwede, I just look at the bright side kung pwede. Pero not all the time, inana kita itong mindset. So, muna ako, share ako.
Thank you, Ma'am Ai. Good job. Okay. From Trento, you have a paper there. Naka-drawing ba taga Trento? Nabay drawing ang Trento? Wala man yata, no? Ako nakita. Okay. Sige. Okay, Ma'am Jane Mulet. Okay, let me see your circle, please. Where is Ma'am Jane?
Dylan, I'm here.
Okay, Ma'am Jane.
Abi kong accented, Kari. Okay, so
dili kinahanglan gid daw nako tawa.
Nako.
Sige, may I see your circle, please, ma'am.
So I'll read it for you, ha.
Tell me about the three of it.
Concern is number 1,
okay,
life difficulties and challenges. So that would include financial stability, health, and work. So and second is influence God's influence no sa akong kinabuhi, yang teachings and my family and friends. Ang pinaka-circle, ang gamay na ako is myself because I believe I am the captain of my soul. I have the power. God blesses the power to conquer and the ability to overcome nato ang life difficulties as long as we ask His help. Kana lang.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Yulet. So indeed, no, it's a positivist that you have continued to be a positivist there. I am glad to have heard your positivity. Okay. So I think okay, marag naman siguro si Director Moki. Director Moki, are you there? Ako ipa-share ang Director. Director Mok, are you there somewhere in the main branch, Guro? Wala ba? Siguro. Wala siguro siya dan handapita. Sila asked about it. Thank you. May I remind you that you can control what is within you, but you cannot control what is outside of you. So you be reminded that your choices will become your responsibility also, no? If you allow this circle of concern to get into you, you will not be able to have a hold of all of it, no? You only have two hands to hold on to. So grasp only what you can control, yourself, your feelings, no? And then the people that you are close to. These are very important people that you can relate yourself onto. Okay, so that is something that you have to. If you are still growing there, you can bring that with you, and then I hope you will be reminded of that. Okay. Sige. Now I'd like you to go with number 4. Number 4, ano? You are going to nourish yourself and take a good sufficient rest. So drink water regularly, eat vegetables and fruits regularly, reduce intake of cola and caffeine, reduce intake of artificial juice and other you are going to have a healthy food on the table, no? So I remembered my cousin here, no? Instead of having a Valentine's gift of roses, she received a bunch of vegetables, no? So in ano na ang practical term, because it's COVID, we'd rather receive food that is nourishing, no, to us rather than flowers. Though it was one of flowers, pero I think it's nice to be nourished also. And of course, take a good and short break every day, no? Take a good nap, a power nap for you to be able to just go on with the day, and make sure that when you rest and relax your mind, you do not overthink. When you sleep, you sleep. It's important that we are rested when we go to sleep, no? So that you'll have a very good sleep. Imagine or think about the babies, no? Babies have a good way of sleeping. So as adults, it doesn't mean that we're already adults. We don't have to rest. We have to rest too. No, take time to rest. It's important, no? Take time to have a nap. It's important. Within the day, example sa duty mo, by the lunch break, you can have a nap, no? And then go back to work afterwards. Okay? So next one, set goals and focus on what you can practice, no? And time management also. Set realistic and achievable goals that you can attain to, no? That you can achieve on to, no? Set your priorities and your schedules. It's important that you'll be able to know these ones. So what are these ones? I'd like you to take note of these aspects, ba? Okay, so here I think you noticed lower part of my slide, lower left side. That's the Newport's advice, no, the Eisenhower matrix. These are the quadrant of your concerns, no? So there is this urgent and important, important, not urgent, not important, not urgent, not important. So in the urgent and important, these are things that you can do about, no? Like the crisis right now, meaningful deadlines from work or your pareha na inyong mga payments, payables, those are doable ones that you have, no? And emergencies, okay? What are the important but not urgent, or we call this our plans, no? These are our relationships, our good health, and reflection and plannings, no, that we have, no? And then something to wait about. What are these ones, no? These are urgent, yes, but they are not important. So what are these ones? Interruptions, phone calls, no? Emails and meetings. They may be urgent, but they're not important. If they can wait, no, they can do so. or something to eliminate. What is that? Something that is not urgent, not important. Like trivias, your time wasters, or usually we to do our watch Netflix more than we do our works, no? So then later on we get to be cramming about, I have to finish pa this one. So ayan, so it's important that we have to learn to know what to eliminate, know what to wait about, know what to plan about, and know what to do about, no? And then practice note taking, no? And the 2020 way. What is a 2020 way? Especially those who are always in the online work, no, or those who are readings or doing writings. After 20 minutes of what you're doing, take a pause for a while, no? By 20 seconds, you may close your eyes and rest yourself, or you may stand up and stretch a bit for 20 seconds before going to what you're doing. Okay? Example, after 20 minutes of reading a book, I'll have to close my book. I have to close my eyes for 20 seconds. That is how I wanted to take good care of my eyes. Or if I am writing, I've been reading too much of what I'm writing, I have to pause a bit, no, for 20 seconds, and then look away from what I am writing, and then look as far as 20 meters away from you, so that you can rest your eyes, depending on which approach you have. But that's 2020, so that you will have the energy to go back to what you are doing. Okay? And remember, focus also means follow one course until successful. Yes, it is good to multitask, but it's also good that you have to have a focus with what you are doing. Because if you have focus, you will be able to finish what you started. Be a finisher, not just a starter. Okay? So when you start something, make sure to finish it, okay? And then have a small notebook in your bag, no, or a ball pen. Nga naman, each time there is something new or new idea that will come into your way, you can take down notes on that, no? So little particular lang siya, or a reminder, okay? And then you have to have time limit for your work to avoid burnout or neglect, no? Especially if you're going outside, no, and then you're bringing your laptop, make sure your laptop is fully charged. And then when you step out of that area, you have to leave your charger, nano man siya, so that you would know that you have to end your work there. You will have to finish your work before the battery is low. Why? Because after your top is already low, but that is your time for yourself, no? The model deep worker stops working by 5 p.m. Na naman, because you have to find time for yourself, no? You have to discover new skills and talents, engage with others too. Do not go home when you are too tired and you don't have time for your family. Remember, to those who are married, you are working not just for yourself, but for your family. So go home and be with your kids, that you have the energy to play with your kids, moment to talk to your wife, to your husband, and moment to spend time for yourself and to your kids too. Remember, self-care starts from you, okay? So you also have to learn to say no, no, to and cut off distractions, like too much exposure in your Facebook, your YouTube, no? So your online games. So allow yourself to be free from we call this one, detoxify yourself from your online connectivity, and know what you are focusing about, no? And of course, respect the time for your meals. You have to eat well, you have to sleep well, and to exercise, no? You can't work if you're hungry or drowsy or lethargic. That's why you are eating there in your area, no? I've been seeing you having your food. So that's good. You're eating while you're listening. It's very important that you have to nourish yourself. Remember, the best things in life aren't things. It's about time. It's about your moment for yourself. Now that you're in this webinar, you are finding time for yourself. You're allowing yourself to listen and to grow, no? As I have seen here, it's important to give all to every single area of your life all at once. Accept that you cannot perfectly juggle everything. That's why learn to prioritize, shift, and change, no? Remember that no one has all the perfectly balanced. So allow yourself to enjoy and focus in your priorities. Start it and finish it. It's important. No? If you are into studying, you study and you finish what you're studying. Then you can do something else again. Okay? Please do not go home exhausted. Go home when you have all the energy for yourself and for your family. Okay? Sa Ficco Rabaka, we are so busy, we're too preoccupied, we have lost contact with ourselves. So please find time for yourself. Okay? Remember, it's not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It's the one that is most adaptable to change. That's according to Charles Darwin. Okay? Ayan. So, of course, no? And when we have too much, seek for a professional help. Never hesitate to talk to a guidance counselor, to a psychologist, to a psychiatrist, no? Seeing them can help you break down your goals into easier, achievable steps and support you in this goal of making yourself a priority. Remember, you are your most important priority. Afterwards, others, okay? Your family, your friends, no? Your career, but most importantly, you. So therefore, you have to learn to recognize what you feel and how you think about things. And you do not need to be at your lowest point to get help. According to Catherine Zeta-Jones, there is no need to suffer silently and there is no shame in seeking for help. If you wanted to seek for help, ask for help. I lost myself. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So what are the feelings that you have right now, no? So you're going to recognize this one. It's important that we have to learn to recognize how we feel, no? Are we afraid or are we not, no? So ayan siya. Okay. Next to that, communicate and connect with your support system. It's important that we have to learn to express and describe our thoughts, our feelings to people who are affecting us, no? We can talk to them through video call, through chat, to text. It's important that we learn to recognize these people that we have, no? Be with someone who brings out the best in you, not the stress in you, okay? If you feel that this person is too much on you, that it's boggling, you know, you can just rest from that person and detoxify yourself from that person, no? Remember, no one will hurt you without your consent. It is important that you have to learn to take good care of yourself, to recognize your worth as a person, no? And then in this uncertainty and fear can be overwhelming, but remember that you are not alone, no? You have a family, you have good friends, you have a community who cares about you. So it's important to recognize the people that we are working with, okay? The people who matters to us the most, no? Sige, I'll ask. Ma'am Mary Jane Cacho, who is the most important person, your Connect support system right now?
Family.
Your family, okay. Sige, thank you. So these are your immediate support system when you are going through something. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Jane. Okay, so remember, no, be thankful that although we are in a lockdown, we are in this pandemic, we have people to think about, no, God has blessings for us, no? We have a family, we have ourselves, we have friends, we have community partners, no? We have our co-board members, kung sa board pa mo, our co-edcom committee people, no? So we are thankful about these ones, no? Our family, ourselves, basically. You have to learn to Remember your worth as a person, no? Ikaw mismo. Okay. Okay, next to that, of course, you have to learn to love yourself and reward yourself with a me time. Okay, start appreciating yourself. Give yourself a great big hug a day and be your own cheerleader. It's important that we are our own optimistic person. We are going to give ourselves that cheer ba, okay? Then take time to have a date with yourself and pause for a while, no? Others, sa una kay we can go out and go to the mall. Others do pedicure, manicure, in the nail shops, no? But now we hold, no, we are ourselves. And remember, love yourself and know who you are. Who am I? What makes me happy? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel sad? So it's important. And then don't take yourself or your life for granted. Remember, no one will hurt you without your consent. Okay? So you are the first person to take good care of yourself, and you will be the last person to think of hurting yourself. It is important to know how to value yourself. Your self-worth matters. Okay? So remember, givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. It's not always okay that you have to give and give. You have to learn to hold from giving and allow others to grow for themselves. Allow others to be reliant also. Not reliant to you, but self-reliant also. If you have too much for yourself, then you can extend yourself, but not enough, give back it to yourself. No, okay, and of course, no, read a book, have a good long bath. No, at the end of the day, appreciate that you're able to take a bath. No, and appreciate the moment that you are there soaking yourself with the bubbles. No, ano siya. Take time to sit down and relax. No, sometimes it's okay na magtanga lang sa siya to feel the warmth of the cup kung nag-inuman mo coffee or milk or tea, no? Feel the warmth of that mug because that moment is your moment with yourself. Allow the warmth or the hotness of that mug to embrace you, for you to appreciate that you are a warm person. You will be able to extend yourself a break. Okay, so give yourself a break, no? So have some desserts or a cup of milk. Have a good laugh. It's important, no? And it's important to really seek to yourself, no? Find time, even when you are so busy at home, find time to sleep. That's your reward for yourself, no? If you're exhausted, sleep. If you are tired, sleep, no? If you wanted to just take away yourself from all the work that you have, just rest. So, okay, give yourself that moment. Allow yourself to have that moment, and then make a journal, no? To write your thoughts of the moment, and then celebrate your small victories. Victories are not always big. Victories can be small but rewarding for us. No, a victory because we are alive, that we are able to go to work, we are able to engage with others. Celebrating what is a milestone is not just about big milestones, but it's something that you have done for yourself. That's a milestone. That's about celebrating it. Okay. Okay. Next, be present. No, be in the present moment. Check on how you feel and think about, and then address it. How do I feel right now? How can I manage this one? What can I do about this? No, and then focus on what is in front of you and deal with it. This is my concern right now. What can I do about it? What will I do about it? No, and know what you are capable of doing and becoming. Do something good about yourself, and take time to slow down. We are so fast in doing things. We wanted to finish things at fast, and then we haven't even breathed a while. No, so take some time to pause and appreciate. No, once a week, engage in an activity that would help you grow in 5 areas: in your spiritual, your mental, physical, emotional, and rational. No, and financial productivity. And of course, part of financial productivity is saving money or starting a project. Example, some of you would like to start a project of having a house or doing a business, no? So that is part of your project where you wanted to do something, no? And of course, stay optimistic, no? So there are 8 principles of staying optimistic and being in the present moment. Being focused on the positive side of you and the positive side of life. Okay? And then practice gratitude, no? Focus on the now. Unsang nakakaroon sa imo ha? What are you thankful about? What is in you? Okay? And then avoid negative influences. Sometimes when God, we overdwell ourselves with people who are have negative thoughts or kind of talks, no? So allow them to influence us instead of us allowing ourselves to listen to ourselves. From now on, start listening to yourself and look into yourself, no? Don't just allow others to get into your system. It's important that you have a grip of yourself, no? And spend an alone time. Make sure to spend time for yourself, no? For the past, you cannot do anything about the past, but you can do something about it, but learn from your past, no? Bring it to your present. As you learn from that, live in your present moment and then look forward for your tomorrows. Instead of worrying what will your tomorrow come, look forward, anticipate, have an anticipating heart because there is something to look forward for tomorrow and to tomorrow, no? And then there is something to live for today. You're alive, you're not in the hospital, you are not in a rehabilitation, you're not into isolation center, you are there working with people, being with people. That is something to celebrate. Be thankful. To those in the isolation area, let's stay hopeful because there is hope that we will be able to get through all of this one, no? We will be able to get into, okay? So that's how it is, okay? So find time to be with yourself. Appreciate them, okay? And of course, be kind, be considerate, be compassionate, and stay true to yourself. It is important that we are true to ourselves, no? Being kind also means allowing ourselves to be cared for, allowing ourselves to be nourished. In this time of pandemic, being kind to ourselves means going through vaccines, no? We wanted to be vaccinated, no? Because we wanted to be healthy. And then we will wear face mask, face shield when we are with people around us, no? So I remind you, if you are there at the center and you're not wearing your face mask, please wear your face mask when you are done eating, okay? Because that is one way of being kind to others. We don't want to contaminate others with anything that is in us, no? So well, of course, if you're alone, you did not wear that one, no? Di ba, Ma'am MJ? If you're there alone, Ma'am Katcho, you can unwear your mask. But if you are with people, you have to wear it, okay? So ano siya, no? Because that is being mindful, no? That's being kind, that we don't want them to get something from us, unless, of course, we're into families, no? Taking good care of ourselves matters, no? That's being kind to ourselves, no? If we are kind to others, we must be kinder to ourselves, okay? So love yourself more. And then when we are generous, no, we only give and give. We do not expect that something that we have given will be given back to us. We learn to have the pay it forward attitude. Give and allow that person to give to others, not give back to you, no? Sometimes, Mango, we wanted others to look back into us when we give them something. When we give them something, like example, time, moments that we are there, that's something to be in kind about, no? So look forward, no? Go forward and give that to others, okay? So you yourself, as much as anybody else in this entire universe, deserve your love and affection, okay? So be reminded of that. So be compassionate to yourself, no? If you can give to others, then give time to yourself, no? If you are true to others, then be truest to yourself, okay? So that's how it is. Next one to that, be resilient, no? You have the capacity to withstand adversities or challenges in life by coping positively, no? As we say, re and salir, which means re is again, salir is to leap or to bounce, no? Resilience is about bouncing back from the adversities and go on with life, no? And tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's according to Robert Schuller. What are my examples here? The bamboo is a best example of resilience, you know, that no matter how hard life is, difficult life is, or whatever difficulty we are into, we will be shaken, yes, no, but we will not be breaking as a person. It may steer us at some point, but it will not break us as a person. We will not let go of ourselves in these challenging times, no, but we have to learn to hold on to ourselves, no, that we believe that over the test of time we will stand strong, we will be brave enough to stand up for ourselves, no, and become beautiful persons amidst all the challenges that we are having right now, okay? So that's how it's gonna be. And then, of course, be tenacious. It's important that we learn to be tenacious, okay? So we never give up on ourselves. We never give up on anything else around us. My story of tenacity is about my child. I think you notice a baby in here, no? My child is born with a very rare disorder, or she's a child with special needs. She has schizencephaly. When she was born, yes, she was normal. However, during her months, we remember that we noticed that she is not like other kids, no? She does not crawl, she does not roll. She will just smile to us pa. Then we noticed what is happening to her. So I referred her to her pediatrician, to physical therapist, to occupational therapist to look into her. And then we also referred her to a development psychologist, and most of all to a child neurologist. Then we discovered that our child needs help. She needs help, she needs therapy. So we really seek for help for our child to be able to crawl, no? So she went to a tedious process of therapy that if crawling itself is difficult for her, you will see her cry because she'd have to crawl. She has to learn to crawl. We appreciate that in her crawling, in her moments, we appreciate the beauty of waiting, the beauty of looking forward. That this child of us will be able to crawl. And we thank the physical therapists who are helping us in her therapy, my brother and his wife, to really send her to therapeutic clinics just for her to be able to sit, just for her to be able to hold things, just for her to be able to stand up. And unknowingly, as we also help together, family dynamics is really important for us to be tenacious to, for us to withstand all of this difficulty. Our child right now can sit on a pony, can stand on a pony, can sit on her bike, no? Can do extend herself with all of these rings to a child who cannot even move a bit, to a child who is working in progress right now. As you will see in here, no, she is now sitting and doing the laptop because she is now a techie kid, no? From a child who cannot even do touch things and hold things, now she can do it already. It took a while. It took us years, but she is a child in progress. And with her, everyone in the family was slowly progressing with her. We have learned to appreciate the slow pace in life through her, but we learn to be hopeful like her, that we will be able to go through this one. And she allowed us to hope, to look forward to, and to believe that there is something good in this process. And I am thankful, I'm really grateful for the community that I have now in Liceo, because my Liceo family helped me with my job through therapy, no? And the ones, my students before, who helped me go through this one. And the family that I have, that this child is very special, but she is articulate and she can, and she will strive. And bitaw, well, she will just try to sit down and to stand. That's a process for us, and we appreciate it that while others can walk, can crawl, can run, she cannot do it. But now she can. Little by little, she is progressing, and we are happy that she is working. Okay? So her case is schizencephaly. Her brain is not like our brain that is full, no? Her brain has a space on both sides and even lower part. That's why it's not completely developed, no? They said it was through when she was in the tummy. So that's why that's how her progress. But we will work on it. We will progress. And in fact, we would like to look forward to see her walk, not to see her stand on her own. At this point, she cannot just stand still on her own. She can stand with help. But later on, we hope as we work on it that she will be able to stand up. Okay. And she has a family who loves her. And she's adorable. So tenacity is being learned from her. Tenacity means never ever quitting, moving on. Okay, we rest a bit, but we will never quit. We stand strong. We take courage because we are brave. Okay, so we allow ourselves to be brave. Okay, next, of course, practice integrity. It's important to be having integrity. What is integrity? No, integrity is we live your life of notable decency by continuously exercising decisions or judgments that are morally, spiritually, and legally grounded. No, tenacity means walking our talk. We say it, we mean it. No, when we promise to deliver, we deliver it because we know that is noteworthy. Okay, so we are persistent in seeking what we value or we desire. No, we are honest to express how we feel and how we think about things. When I tell you I am hurt, that means I am honest about it. No, I am in pain right now. That is me being honest because I am being true to myself. No, I am being fair and being just. When I say this is not good, this is not fair, because I am not just only thinking about myself, I am also thinking of other people's welfare. Okay, and you have to know your worth as a person so that you'll be able to stand up for yourself. No, as what they said, walk your talk. No, be true to your words and to your actions. Okay, so learn to be considerate to yourself and to others. So even if you are young, you can speak your worth. No, you can speak your mind. Do not be afraid to speak for what is good and for what is right and for what is just. Because when we speak about it, we believe in our principles, we believe in our ethics as a person. Okay? Next to that, we'll be taking courage and being brave, no? Be a person who turns a negative into a positive, no? Adversity into an advantage. Stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Be a person who will refuse to let disappointments and failure to pull you down. Okay, let's continue to live and fight, no? We stay hopeful. We keep the faith. Remember, you are stronger than you know. No, according to Mary Ann Radmacher, she said, courage doesn't always roar. No, sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that tells you, "I'll try again tomorrow. If things doesn't work out today with me, tomorrow I'll try again." Okay, it's about believing and it's about standing for it. Okay, courage doesn't mean you don't get. Okay, you don't get it always. Courage means you don't let your fears stop you. If you always allow our fears, if you always allow people to halt us in what we're doing, we will never be able to have that courage in us to look into and to stand up. No, so be brave no matter what. Okay, so I'll share to you first something about bravery. Okay, so I'll stop sa this part of sharing. It's about the song that I have. Wait first.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle beneath your skin. Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy. Falling for the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run, don't run. Just stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your grave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why won't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I
Ayan, no? We have to learn how to be brave. Never be afraid to speak your mind, even if you're alone in that journey. Doesn't mean when you're alone, you cannot do anything about it. You can do something about it. You just have to learn to be brave, to speak your mind, to speak your heart about it. Okay? So, ayan, I'll continue with my sharing in the last part of it. And of course, there's an ABC to be grateful about. No? There are 15 things. Number 15 is being grateful. No? In little or big things in life, have a thankful heart. No, there are ABCs on things to be thankful about. The animals around you. No, birthdays for celebration. You may not be able to celebrate it with others, but you're celebrating as a person, as a family. Your connectivity, no, though it may go off and on, like what I am having right now, pero like connectivity doesn't also mean just about the online part, but about our connection with people that we have, our friends, our relatives, or our significant people, our dreams. What do we dream about, no? So what's so important about these ones also? And then of course our energy for being around, for friendship, no? Say thank you to the people around you in there. Say thank you for being with you. It's important that thank you for eating with me. Okay. Thank you for sitting beside me. No, for generosity, for people who gave you something. No, be thankful about it. No, time, not just food, money, but about presence. That's something to be thankful about. No, to be hopeful. That is something to, because not everyone is as hopeful as you. But that is something to be thankful about. Ideas that comes out when you are having your meeting and then come along an idea that you have to share about. That is something about, no? For joy, no? That is you are happy about. For kindness, you being kind, being able to give to others. For luck, for music, for nature, for being an optimist, for possibilities that there is something good about all of this, and there is something that will come our way. For questions, for romance, okay, for self-love, no, for technology, for everything, for vision, for wonder, for Christmas, for youth, and for zeal. How about you guys? What are you thankful about? Okay, so I'd like to see. Yan, nangaon naman yun siguro muntalan, no? So, dili lang ko sa kuan. Sa Kabadbaran branch, what are you thankful about? Sige, labon ka naglingkod pa muntalan dapita. Kabadbaran branch, what are you thankful about? Or you can chat it in the chat box. What are you thankful about? Well, let me see if you have something there. You can chat it in the chat box that I will read through it, no? What are you thankful about? Kung dili niyo siya ma-share in, sige, I'd like to see. Okay, you are still alive. Thank you, Ma'am Kathleen. Participative, good kaya akong digos ba? Okay. Very good job. From the Now, what are you thankful about from the Now Business Center? Oh, you can unmute yourself there, Ma'am, if you like to. Yeah, from the Now, what are you for romance? Or you full branch? Still waking up in the morning. That's from Xavier Heights, no? Thank you. Ayan. From Camiguin, what are you thankful about? Living happy for Palao. How about from Camiguin? From Alubihid, from Palake. Sige, Camiguin, what are you thankful about in there, Camiguin? For Villanueva, Kuya Peter, hi. We will survive. It's correct, Kuya Peter. I miss you, Kuya Peter. Okay, your area there. From Camiguin, gusto ko nadugan ang Camiguin. They're an island away from me. Hi, Mami Cora. Hi, Camiguin. What are you thankful about?
Life, work, friends, family, daghan ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Mami Cora, what are you thankful about in there? Bek, pa-unmute ako si Mami Cora. Manawag ko nila rin. Mami Cora, where are you?
God's love and family. That everybody is healthy.
Very good. Thank you. How about Mami Alice? I think you're there. Manawag ko, Mami Rod. What are you thankful about in there? You share out. Okay, Alubihid is so thankful. Just thankful. Thankful for everything.
Yes. Alubihid from AIDCO.
Yes, for Alubihid.
I write it in the chat box, Miss
Very thankful because since we are experiencing pandemic until now, even though I'm still in a quarantine life today, So buhay na buhay, binigyan ng buhay na buhay tayo, walang sakit, healthy. Tapos we breathe, no? Life is wonderful. We breathe fresh air. Ang uban naakaroon humihinga ng may bayad. Tayo hindi, libre ang hininga natin.
Correct.
So very thankful, ma'am. Yan lang. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Mami Alice, what was it that you were saying? You are thankful for?
Yeah, I wrote it in the chat box that I am thanking I am still alive until now.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Mami. Okay, from Sharita Alilin, no? Thankful po sila, no? Thankful for your family, for good health. From Mintal Branch, what are you thankful about there? I think this is from Davao, no? From Mintal Branch. Okay, from Aglayan, we are thankful for all the blessings that we have, for being healthy. I think most likely we are happy that we are alive and we are with people around us, no? That we are okay. For family system, for support group, no? We are thankful about it, no? And then, ayan siya. And then, of course, from Kibawi, we are thankful about that one. From Damila, thank you for the good health. I'm glad about it. O kaning Quezon, kay busy kayo ni sila mura, sila uga conference. Quezon Bukidnon, what are you thankful about? Busy sila. Okay, from the Milag, there's also thankful.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, hindi naman na thankful na to.
What are you thankful, Bukidnon, Brad?
Pagtagaan, self-love.
Self-love. Update kay sa director.
Si director na, director. Director Combate.
Director Combate. Oh, attention. Anong thankful about?
Hey, where are you?
Wala akong director Combate. Oh.
Come on, ma'am.
Good health. For good health and everything else.
Family. Kamampara romance. Romance.
Actually, you know, you're very, very good. Congratulations. Give yourself a big hand to that. There is a lot to be thankful about.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Hi. Yes, Doc.
Of course, I'm thankful for my life and giving health every day. And I'm also thankful for meeting people, nice people like you out there. Thank you for sharing your expertise to all of us.
Thank you, Doc Combate. Attention ko lang ng ROTC ni mo, ha?
Yes, naadyo ko sa district office karon.
Gatrabaho, well gamit. Okay, good job there. Congrats. Keep safe, Doc. Okay.
Thank
and
you
to everyone else, there's so much to be thankful about. Thank you. No, for families, for good health, for blessings, for work, for businesses, no, for being able to breathe well and being able to eat well. But there's a lot to be thankful about. But most of all, I'd like you to give yourselves a big hand and tell yourself thank you. Thank you myself. No, give yourself a hug each day and say thank you myself. And I love you myself. If there's one person who can give that love back to you, it is you, no? If there's that person who can appreciate you, it has to be you first. Do not expect others to appreciate you always, no? Learn to give your appreciation first. Find strength in you, find goodness in you, so that others will be able to see your strength, so that others will be able to see what is good about you, no? In little ways and big ways, be thankful, no? Whatever blessings that you have, that your flowers are blooming, thank God you are nurturing it well, no? For your plants that's been giving you fruits, be thankful about it. Little it may be to others, but to you it is something big, and that is something to be grateful about. May I remind you that this may not be a year to get everything that you want, but this is the year to appreciate everything that you have, and let's stay grateful about it, and let's stay thankful about it. Okay, so ayan siya. Thank you for our sharers, no? And of course, if you don't feel good, no, there's helplines in CDO, and wherever you are, there are helplines to help you in case you are needing help. or support psychologically, emotionally, no? I am actually placing my number there in case you wanted to speak to me. And then there's in Cagayan de Oro, we have the City Social Welfare Division, no? That's under Dr. Leonen, and of course the Philippine Mental Health Association of Cagayan de Oro City. So that's one way or the other that is allowing us to help you, no? Please be well, stay healthy, no? Stay safe. That's what we always wanted you. And take good care of yourself. And I'd like to take credits in all of my references, no? The Psychiatric Rehabilitation Journal, which and the Self-Care Psych Central, for the association that I am with, the Philippine Guidance Counselor Association, the Philippine Association, the Psychological Association of the Philippines, the friends in the photos that I have from the Positively Present, and for the Chicken Soup of the Soul photos, okay, and the video that I will be having. I think that's the end of my sharing, but I'll be sharing to you my last video for you to listen to on about
Rosalie, naman na to. Ruffles,
I can feel a hole inside my heart, 1,000 missing pieces, lost and torn apart. Heavy teardrops covering my eyes. I stumble through the darkness, looking for the light. I don't know how long this will last, but I'll keep fighting till the very end. I may be bruised, but I'm not broken. I may be tired, but I'm alive. And I will live with arms wide open. This heart can love. I'm not broken. There's a day when all our hearts will mend. The pieces we've been missing will be restored again. But till that day, I'll take the parts of me, the ones I've held together, and see where love will lead. I didn't choose to live the life I live, but I can choose to make the most of it. I may be bruised, but I'm not broken. I may be tired, but I'm alive. And I will live with arms wide open. This heart can love. I'm not broken. Okay, class, who would like to do problem 3 on the...
Okay, may I remind you that yes, at some point, no, we may be bruised, but we are not broken. We may be going through something in our lives, but that doesn't mean we cannot carry on and move on with it, no? We cannot manage it, but we can. We can because we will it, no? We will be able to look into it, no? Remember ourselves and our welfare really matters. And one way or the other, we have to learn to appreciate what we have. We become thankful for whatever blessings that's coming our way. For family, for communities, no, like Pico that we have, no, for ourselves, most importantly, no matter how difficult our life may be at the moment, no, or what we are going through right now, please may I remind you to never ever hurt yourself, to never ever let go of yourself. It is important that you'll have a grip of yourself. That yes, you are in difficulty, but you can manage it. Yes, you will work on it, no? And yes, you are not alone. You have people who loves you, and there are people who nurtures you. And most importantly, you have yourself to be thankful about. Okay, so that's very very important. That's very very important. That self-care also entails self-love. You learn to not and I'd like you to remind yourself that you're alive and you are blessed because you are here. Okay, thank you and God bless you. And if you have questions, you can ask me or insights about. Thank you.
Thank
Do
you
you have
so
any questions so
much.
far?
Thank you sa knowledge and everything. Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Stay safe, everyone. Also, no, it's important that we are safe. Let's follow the protocols and procedures for our safety. Remember, we can save our lives by following through. Nothing to lose when we follow rules and protocols. Okay, so I understand. Most of all, we have to take care of ourselves first before others will. Okay, sige. Okay, do you have questions and clarifications?
Poso.
If you have questions, you may write it in the chat box or you can channel it or you can just unmute yourself and you can speak. I think there is no.
Kopya, ma'am. Kopya sa lecture karon.
Yeah, I will be giving a copy of this through Miss K. So that you will be able to have something to bring with you, no? And then to remind you on taking care of yourself. These are standpoints for which I hope these are gentle reminders, but I hope it will get through you and your system. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I will give a copy. I will send it to Miss K. She will email it to you.
Yes, ma'am. So any more questions, clarifications?
Thank you very much.
So wala naman siguro, no? Ma'am Rosalie?
Okay.
So mga as mentioned by Ma'am Tata, no, mangayo to sa iya og kaniyang presentation and among email sa branches and katong email address nga inyong provide sa ato ang attendance. So we are really praying no nga mahuman na ni ato ang pandemic so we could see each other, greet each other again the way we used to. So reminders lang gamay before we end. Katong sa attendance ninyo sa among gi-share, please lang po og fill in para sa inyong mga names. And then natay gi-share nga survey form for the stress debriefing for those nga gusto magpa-debrief na may mga pinagdadaanan ba nga murag kung ninyo ma-share sa others, maulaw ba ka mo, do not be ashamed, do not hesitate. So natay gi-float nga survey form. So basig later on pa mo maka-realize nga gusto mo attend, i-share lang po namo ni sa inyong sa branches and sa email address nga inyong i-provide. Okay po? And to formally close the program, please help me welcome once again Director Mary Jane Cacho, one of Ficco's Board of Directors and the Gender and Development Committee Chairperson. A round of applause, please. A virtual round of applause, please. Ma'am Jane. Ma'am Jane Cacho.
Hello, Ma'am Kay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay po. Sige, thank you kayo, Ma'am Kay. Hello, everyone. Good day. So, wala-wala ta sa ere, no? Atong connection is very challenging. Lahat. Today is a great pleasure for me to have you all in our mental health awareness webinar. On behalf sa akong mga kaubanan, Board of Directors headed by Chairman Sir Moki, I would like to thank you all in this online activity. I am so happy that we have this activity. As a big thanks to each and everyone who are attending today, especially sa atong speaker, si Ma'am Rosie. Malaki ang maitulong sa ating nitong webinar na ito, especially during this pandemic crisis. Very challenging ang life. Marami sa atin na ating mga isipan dahil may mga kanya-kanya tayong mga issues sa buhay. So, this is very helpful information on the role of mental health support. So with that, naman atong maintain more on our well-being in this time of pandemic. So okay ra gyud magtanga ta panagsa to give ourselves a break. So again, good noon and be safe everyone. Let us continue to live and fight. Laban lang sa tanan. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Jane. So again, we would like to thank Ma'am Rosalie for gracing this event, for sharing your expertise, and for the great presentation, ma'am. So thank you for being with us. We would also like to thank the active participants for the day, especially to our board office and with all the restrictions that webinar. Okay, in this webinar. So things you have learned today will be applied or ma-apply na to sa tuang day-to-day living, especially in this time of pandemic. So on behalf of Ficco management and staff, daghan kaayong salamat. Keep safe everyone and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Very active
Thank you,
participants.
everyone.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Bless.
Thank you po.
Attendance.
Branch. Okay. Malao. Iligan. Bayoning. Oo, siyempre. CHR, pa ni Muhammad, no? Patin. Mila. Atika. Ali. Leonard. Dayo. Thank you for the ladies. Salumi. Salumi. Madrid.
Isa mga people, yes! Kapag-bayan ka!
May udto dia, Jing. Jing, may udto. Apa yung sobra sa inyong Jollibee?
Dili mapipo ko, dili ko magsama-sama.
Reward yourself! Reward ourselves!
Jing.
Samanta, Wala man may problema. Kung saan man ang evaluation, wala man may problema.
Problema na.